this good? It has to be good. Alright. I'm only human after all. I'm only. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Update titles. I'm sketching comic pages. Update all. There we go. I think that's it. Let me open up the chat. Let's go. What am I doing now? Oh, that's in the wrong folder. Go to Chimera Island folder. Let me go to the book one, raw pages. Here we go. And with this going on in the background, oh, hey. I guess I can look at it over here then. That's cool. Oh, I can embed it. That's also cool. Okay. But having my own little thing. Oh, he lives. Oh yeah, what's going on, Sketch? I do indeed live. How you been doing? I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Let me save this as page 11. Can y'all wait? Let's see if you can hear me right. My device says y'all can hear me right. Let me put on something classical in the background so I can focus. Can you believe there's a classical music generator? I just found this out just by looking up classical music. What the heck is this? Classical music. Maybe put this on. Been alright. How things been going with you? Things been going alright, I suppose. Want things to. I'm really still focusing on how to get money online. So, throughout the weekdays, right? Because doing things, going to vending at events have been pretty good, but it can absolutely be better. And I think it can be better by just finding better or just different venues, just hopping around left and right. Because October was just a terrible year. And I just been switching. Like I think middle of the year, I just been switching up my approach to giving out all of my comics for free, so it can be read. Just switching online business models drastically from like paywall type stuff to like, oh yeah, read everything. I don't care. I don't care anymore. But yeah, that's what's going on. Giving them out free where? Yeah, just check the description box. The little links that I put in the bottom. Yeah, with that you can absolutely see what I've been doing and how the social media thing's been going. The social media thing I think it's been going well. I haven't hit like 1,000 in anywhere yet. The main thing, I guess, I've learned the social media is more or less an illusion. Like all of it is vanity. The numbers. So I just been focusing on raising the numbers on my Substack, on my email list, basically, because if something goes wrong with any of the social media, that'll be it. But if I have people on my newsletter, they'll those are like emails I know it's gonna be hitting. But the flip side to that is that I do have uh issue. I guess I would say issues trying to get like everybody to read the emails. But right now, I think I have like around 120 people on my Substack, and that's just throughout this entire year of just vending online and getting people's emails. But honestly, just going outside vending and crashing comic cons have been really, really good. Oddly enough, I mean, 20 is not bad. Yeah, absolutely. It's way better. Like in terms of growth, it's been way better than just trying to get people's attention online. It's really funny how that happens, how that goes. And also, I stopped focusing on trying to get people to go on the website. My focus now is just to get people, just to shove my content in people's faces. Yeah, just shove my content in people's faces. At first, I wanted everybody to go on like Webtoons or whatever, or a certain website to read my stuff. But then I realized, hey, nobody really wants to leave Twitter or Instagram or whatever website to go to a different website to read something that they don't know that's going to be worth their time. So I just came to the conclusion, hey, can I post images on this platform? If yes, can I go to second question? If yes, maybe I can post my can I post several images? If also yes, then just post the content, just post the chapter update, all of it on there and see what happens. And honestly, that's been I've been getting more views just by posting chapter updates on Reddit and Facebook groups than just focusing on Twitter and Instagram and Webtoons or other web comic hosting sites. Cause like I think the most amount of views that I've gotten on a single post while posting chapters is like 660,000 views. And that was on the first chapter of Just a Reaper on Reddit. And from that, I gotten like 500 followers on Reddit. And that's when I kind of got the idea of forum forum like esque websites and just image comic posting websites are probably the way to go. And focusing on like Reddit and Twitter, uh, just not Reddit, but like focusing on like Twitter and Instagram was like a lot of was just a waste of time. Feels like, dude, Reddit is it really is not that hard to learn because honestly, what I've been doing is just like have all we do is like have a title for like your post, and if like some subreddits will only allow you to post like one picture. Some will allow you to post multiple pictures. For your type of content, I know you. I feel like you're gonna hit really well on Reddit, because I know you can go on a I'm sure there's some Hollow Life subreddits that you probably do well in. If not, people have already posted your stuff there. Maybe. I feel like probably somebody probably posted your stuff on like Hollow Life Reddits, but I know there are like anime Reddits, anime girl Reddits, subreddits, uh, all like this, down the third, that you can just post there, like copy paste, copy paste the title, put your image, and then go on to the next subreddit, like, and just do that until you get bored, because there's really no limit to it, and then you can just like rack up views that way, and notoriety and views that way. Because Reddit and Facebook groups are really just grassroots, I suppose, uh, opposed to like Reddit and not Reddit, opposed to like Instagram and Twitter or other social medias. So it's as simple as making a title and posting your content, huh? Yeah, it is that simple. And if like somebody like if a mod takes your post down, like depending on like why, sometimes it's just like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we they want it to be posted in a specific way." They'll allow you to repost again, just as long as it meets the standards. And other than that, it's just make a title, post your content, repeat, go to the next subreddit and do the same thing. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, let's go. A bot. Hey, get out of here. I don't want that. I appreciate the grind though. How do I freaking? Oh, let me go on Twitch real quick. Boy, I do love me some. I do love me a bot. It keeps my blood pumping. How do I get this dude on here? Block. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I recommend Reddit and Facebook groups. I know you're like, oh, Facebook, but I remember watching a video about like some Muslim country that's getting freaking terrorized by Hindus or something like that. And the best and like the way that they communicate is using Facebook. And I remember like the narrator of the video said something like, some countries Facebook is the internet to them, and Facebook is still like what, the third most used website in the world. So there's a lot of growth potential in Facebook alone. Uh, and there's a good reason why a lot of people just freeboot there too. So I remember also looking at a video where a guy would make like some pretty cool content, and he would be like super mad how like he would see his content freebooted on Facebook, and it would get more views than his content on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to get like to a point where I wanted to see people freeboot my comics or just like pirate it, but but like for a certain while I was like, you know what? I'm getting tired of waiting. I'm getting tired of waiting, so I'm just gonna freeboot my own stuff. I'll do it myself. And I think I've kind of gotten. I feel like I've lost a like a section. Let me start recording. I feel like I lost a section of a what do I call it? a feeling of streaming, or just recording my content, recording myself like making this. I don't know, but I've been also been posting my chapter updates on TikTok, and we're like, I two of my updates got like 1,000 views, and that was pretty interesting. Nah, reposting your content on pirate pirate sites is wild. Hey, I should probably do it. That'd be hilarious. I wonder if they have rules to that. It's like it has to be like a big name thing. I really want to pirate, like, just reboot my own stuff on like pirating websites. Cause I really don't know like how many people are there, or like I feel like people only go to pirating websites, kind of like search engines, because people don't want to. People don't. I don't like people only go to pirating websites if they know what it is, because you never hear people be like, "Oh yeah, I found out about this comic because of a pirating website." You know what I'm saying? People go there for like look when they're looking for stuff. I completely abandoned Twitter and doing comics from burnout. How how can you burn out? Did you okay? How did you burn out? Did you like making too much comics, too much Hollow Live comics? Because like I went back on Twitter and I couldn't find you. Let's see. Burnout is wicked though. Remember I did two original comics as well. Hmm. Were you pressured into like making those comics or something? Oh, were people like asking for like more or something? Like what caused the burnout? Doo doo. Let's see. I'm trying to draw these eyes right. I wasn't pressured. It was just a hobby, and then it started to feel like a job. Yeah, and you already have a job. I get you. Yeah, but I get you. I feel I get you. So was it more like a notoriety thing? Out of Was it more like you're doing it out of notoriety or doing it for passion? And I just came back from a 2 week vacation out of the country. Oh, where'd you go? Mr. Traveling Man. Oh yeah, and I also think my I got a new drawing tablet because my last one broke. That's not relevant information, but it's a thing that happened. Let's see. I also decided to stream for a bit because I don't know, maybe experiment with different times to see if streaming is something I should probably get back into to get more people looking at this free content. There we go. That's why this was looking so weird. Definitely mostly out of passion, because if it was for notoriety, I would have kept doing it. Because I was getting a decent amount of followers. Well, a steady growth. And I'm saying he could have gotten made a patron or like a Kofi or a tip jar or whatever. But that's what you wanted to do. I was planning on getting it back into it, maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. After all, there's a there's there is a lot of work that I haven't been bothered posting, so which is a dumb considering the effort I put into it. Yeah. Did you also wait? Did you delete your Twitter, or am I just, or is the something just tripping me up? Because I think I might need to put this. No, it still exists. Okay, I was trying to find you, but I couldn't. I guess it's just X not being good to me in terms of trying to find people. You back on there? Yeah, yeah. A little bit. It's another place where I post stuff. So it's more like a what the heck, you know? Because I really didn't. Because at the mindset of last time, I wanted people to like buy my books, and I had no idea how to gain notoriety. But now with this new strat, I was like, maybe I can do it here too. Because the strategy is just put out high the strat now is just putting out more high cool looking content, high value content, like just chapter updates there. And then from there, I'll be like asking people to get on my newsletter. And when I get people on the newsletter, I can just ask people for tips from there. Because I started like asking people for tips on like different websites. I told you that over and over. No, you told me to make comics for you for free over and over. You told me to do fan art over and over. So, so this time I'm just doing. I don't know. I also posted my speaking of fan art, I'm posting Chimera Island on Fur Affinity, and I've gotten my first what should I call it fan art from there. I thought that was pretty cool. Just post fan con and do proper tags. All right, I'll tag the next update. I really don't think tags do much anymore because I've just been copying and pasting my stuff onto Twitter groups. So I could help advertise you. Yeah, you did that. I remember that. And I didn't want to do it. Let's see. But like I don't like I still think Twitter is more or less it's feeling like a lost cause. For real, for real. Which is fair enough. Cuz like how better I am doing on other sites. Like I wouldn't recommend people if people like have a web comic or whatever, I don't recommend Twitter at all. Not even as a way to get discovered because their discoverability is just utter doggy do garbage. It's like it is the worst. Like trying literally everything out, um every single social media. Twitter has like the worst discoverability opportunity I have ever seen. Like which probably rivals YouTube right now. Because and plus the indie scene on Twitter, it's kind of cringe. If I'm gonna be real, the indie comic scene on Twitter is kind of cringe. Because like when you see like one indie artist and then you see like when you see I always say like if you see a handful of indie artists on Twitter, I mean, like they're all kind of equal in the fact that they all don't know what they're doing and they're still speaking as if they are like kind of soulless brands. They don't really have any personality. And it's hard and it's kind of hard to be like your own individual thing on Twitter too. Unless you're talking about politics or whatever. Or you have something to say on the current thing, which is kind of lame. Most people don't do that. Some people just go up and be like, "Oh, hey." Most people use their Twitter as a launch pad for like telling people to like what was it? Donate to their Patreon. So far, the indie comic scene can be very cringe in general. Yeah, I don't like the indie comic scene. Um, it's it's because it's like when I see it's cool that people are out there making their own thing, but people are very super. Okay. I guess I will say this: one chunk of the scene is people that just want to post their stuff on webtoons and tapas and yada yada yada, and that's under that subsect of like online webcomic posting. They pray to Jesus that their favorite webcomic hosting site is gonna give them some money to make their comic, while the other people are not really or making their stuff just for the fun of it, and which is kind of weird to me. I don't make things for fun. It's kind of weird to me. I don't make things for fun. I don't do that. No, I just don't do that. They just make things for fun, and they're like happy that they'll make something very basic. And sometimes people really like basic stuff, and they get like a whole bunch of clout that they don't know what to do with, and it's just everybody's wasting their time as a result. And then you have the people of like I don't know Comicsgate or something that like makes their comics constantly trying to spit in the face of like Marvel and DC at the same time Marvel and DC are going to exist like after they die essentially. uh and and then you have like the people who are just want to make their own comics but they don't even know how to market their own stuff, so they try to on Twitter specifically, they just try to spam their comics, spending all their effort trying to spam their comics on like different like promotional posts, trying to get as many people to see like so they bury themselves along with other comic creators doing the same thing and nobody's getting seen because nobody wants to go to like a promote yourself post to see other people. That's just not where the people are, and that's not where they want to see. So it's a whole bunch of people running around not understanding what's going on. A lot of people doing but not thinking, because all they want to do is think about how all they want to do is think about how they're gonna like make their next comic or whatever. But though I still agree with I should have I should have at least attempted to see if I can monetize in some way. I feel like you would have killed it. Would have made or made like some sort of money. Because if you get people freaking freebooting your stuff on Facebook, if you get like freebooting your stuff on Facebook, what was it? Localizing your stuff in different languages Yeah, I think you've gotten. You can like have some reach with that. Honestly, I feel like you could have done something good. But hey, I feel like you can still do some good since you're like on that break or whatever. Let's see, where is? Oh yeah, did I tell you about the? Wait, I still agree with you. Okay. Oh yeah, he's just fixing that. But yeah, I've been to. Well, I crashed a Comic Con panel like not too long ago, like last week or something, and that was pretty fun. I went to a Comic Con illegally, not really illegally, but I pulled a funny thing at a Comic Con. Let's see. While I was while I was gone, I was just really into my marketing bag at a Comic Con. Well, I mean not Comic Con, but well, yeah, at Comic Con, but like while I was like not here, I really had to focus on like how to effectively market. Oh, I'm supposed to sketch. I'm not. I'm not supposed to draw. I was supposed to digitally sketch. I guess that's one panel I don't have to do. I don't have to worry about. This is fun. That's funny. Yeah, I wasn't. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna sketch this thing. But the sketch just accidentally turned out into like a finished panel. Um, that's an accident. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's change this up a little bit. But yeah, I went to a Comic Con. Oh shoot, sorry. So I went to in the comic. Oh, you snuck into a Comic Con? No, I didn't sneak in. I paid. Uh, I was just joking. I wanted to be a vendor at a Comic Con that was happening. Uh, like a that was happening, but to be a vendor, you would have to pay not three, $500 for you would have to pay like $500 to be a vendor, and I was like, I'm not doing that, absolutely not. So I decided to pay the $120 fee to just well no it wasn't 100. I paid the it was a $40 2 day fee, and uh I got the early bird discount, right? And I thought, hey, I'm not gonna like vend here, but since this is a comic convention, I could sell here. I still think you can go to a fur convention, maximize profits for Chimera Island. I need to have. I feel like I need to have a lot more Chimera Island stuff to like sneak into like furry conventions and stuff like that. And plus, I don't think there's a furry convention like in my state. I don't think there's a. I saw. Oh, speaking of the Comic Con, yeah, I saw like two people in fursuits, and I thought that was just kind of funny. And I'm like, I thought that was kind of funny because they were because like like everybody knows those like fursuits aren't not from like a certain comic or like from intellectual property. You just wanted an excuse just to wear that. You'd be surprised. I mean, I'm sure I would be. Let's see. I would have to look it up. I'd look it up later. But I was kind of it was funny to me to see like the amount of people that was like fursuiting in public, and I was like, yeah, you just wanted a reason. I get it. You just wanted a reason. But anyway, I wanted to still sell some of my comics because it was a comic convention. So I decided to buy a see-through plastic backpack, and I stuffed that backpack filled with my comics. And I was walking around the convention. I was surprised that they allowed me to. Nobody stopped me from doing that. So what I essentially so like I was walking around talking to people at their booths, but nobody was stopping me, and I was like pretty weird. Like I was like talking to people. I was talking to like the people at the booths, and my process was asking two questions, their name, and then I would introduce myself, and I would give them my business card because I some like a vendor that I knew uh bought like a thousand. He sent me an Etsy link that prints 1,000 business cards for $40. So now I'm sitting on 1,000 business cards. Yeah, hustle game strong. Hey, you gotta do it, my guy. Um, so I was sitting on a whatchamacallit, a stack, a Game of Thrones stack of business cards, and I decided to just give them out like candy. So I would go to like a vendor after vendor, say like two questions: What are you doing? Why do you do it? And what's your name? And then after giving them after them they give me their name, I would give them my name, and I would give them my card, and I would just move on to the next thing. And after I cleared out like an entire room of people, I don't think I haven't bought a single sold a single book. And I was like, what the heck is going on, man? But at the same time, I wasn't really mad because people vending, they pay $500 to be at a booth. So I wasn't so mad that they didn't want to buy a book from me because they're obviously in the red. Absolutely, I have no doubt that they are in the red by like being at a convention like that. I was kind of bothered by nobody really stopping me and asking about my comics. So I thought about that because I had a tablet that I wanted to charge and bring to the convention that had a animated GIF that said asking me about my comics, and it would have like pulsating images of like different panels of my comics as like that thing as the sign went on. But the thing is, it's an old tablet from 2010. It's so old. It's like so like I tried to play the GIF and it would lag so hard, and I was like, man, what am I supposed to do now, right? Because it's not because like, and plus if I put it in my backpack, I was afraid that the glare of like the lights, like the plastic would glare, and it would make it harder to see the I not the iPad, but the tablet, and plus the screen of the tablet might glare from the light, so that's just double trouble. So I was thinking, what the heck am I gonna do? I had a sketchbook in my backpack, and I had like a marker, a permanent marker. So I took the marker and I wrote, "Ask me about my comics," and I just taped it on the back of my backpack, and I just started walking around. And I went to a different room, started talking to like different vendors, and I was like getting tuckered out. Nobody was walking around stopping me about and asking me about my comics. So I was like, dang, what the heck am I supposed to do now? So I looked at the events, and I just went to an event being hosted by Saturday AM. Uh, And I was like, all right, I'll just like sit there, listen to a guy talk about like making his own Western manga studio, not studio, but his own Western manga publishing company. And I was like, all right, I'll listen to that for a while. And after the that event, uh, I decided I did a couple I did like a thing. I asked the speaker of that panel two questions. The first question was, do you make more? Do you prefer people to wait? No, what was it? I forgot how I phrased the question because I didn't know how to phrase it back then, and I still don't know how to phrase it. I asked him, does he prefer selling physical books or digital books? And he says, go 100% on physical books because 90% of people buy physical. People don't barely care about digital stuff, digital books. So I was like, okay. And then the second question I asked if I can like give him my card, and he was like, all right, sure. And I gave everybody in that was like in the speaking panel a card. And after that panel, a group of people like saw me, and they said, "Hey, I saw that poster you had, and I wanted to ask you about that poster. They asked me about my comics poster, but we lost you." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Oh, really? So, like, I gave we after a back and forth chat, I showed them my showed them my things of comics, and she and they not she. Well, there was a she involved, and they bought like one of every book that I had, and I was like, okay, so it does work. And that was like the close of day one. So day two, what was it? Day two, I decided to hit up a panel directly after church. And the first panel I went to was like how to market your comics, how to turn your passion into how to monetize your passion, basically. And while the panel was going, I wanted to make new posters. So like I pulled out my sketchbook again, and I drew ask me about my comics, one vertically and one horizontally. And while I was testing out the vertical poster that I made, I put it on my chest to see if it was a good fit for my freaking refrigerator body, his slim refrigerator body. Sorry, my slim body. And the event speaker saw me with the poster that said "Ask me about my comics," and she stopped speaking. She said, "Oh yeah, let me tell me about your comics." And I was like, "What? For real? Okay." So I just stood up and I just pitched like all four of the comics that I'm working on to a panel full of people, and it just turned into like a miniature interview. It was kind of funny. It was. And I thought that event was pretty cool, and I sold a couple of comics that day as well because I had the front and the back poster on me. So I'm like thinking emoji. And there's got to be another convention like on January 5th to the 7th that I paid for, and I'm going to try that out over there. So yeah, that was my cool time at the Comic Con. That's really dope. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be a lot better. If only somebody could have gotten a picture of you presenting. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere on YouTube. I'm sure it's somewhere on YouTube because like the panelists they had like their phone out and they were recording. So I'm guessing like a little thing of a video of me is probably floating around on YouTube. Hold on. Actually, let me see if I can find it, because I think I would know. I would know the keywords. Because I was at the Durham NC Comic Con 2013. Oh, the only thing that you see. Oh man, the new there was there was a news anchor. ABC News was there. Shoot. Oh man, I'm so mad. Maybe I can. All right, yeah, this is what I'm looking at. ABC. This was the Comic Con that I was at. I gotta see if I can find myself because I was looking. I'm looking at the vendors because like they had different vendors for different days. Um, shoot. I want to say this was probably on a Sunday because it was looking more packed than this on Saturday. Yeah, this had to be on a. Yeah, this had to be on Sunday. Would be cool if you post a clip of it on your Instagram or something. Oh yeah, true. Okay, somebody posted a little short. Oh, I saw this guy walking around with Optimus Prime. I saw that Batman Who Laughs cosplay. Shoot, I can't find anything about it. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just skimming through if there's like any new stuff. No. What a sad, sad, sad day. Would have been cool if they had it online. And they posted it on YouTube. But they haven't. I don't see anything. Would be cool if it was though. It would have been cool. But other than that, I tried it at a I tried to ask me about my comics thing before at a farmers market, and it worked really well despite like there being a lack of people there. So I tried it at like at the flea market that I originally went to, and the reception was so cold. It just felt like people were so freaking asocial there. It was such a weird. It was such a weird feeling. But I just think every market isn't the same. It has different people, and I think the people from like the Raleigh market that I went to are more into like secondhand goods and like getting like or just more into like secondhand brand goods and such like that. And they don't really care too much about artisan stuff. It's unfortunate. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Just can't force people to change, you know? Well, you can't force people to like what they don't want to like. or they don't care about. All I can do is just go to a different location, you know? But, yeah. Well, you win some, you lose some. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, but have you heard of Saturday AM before? Like, if you haven't, they are a an indie comic company that focuses on like books that have a manga aesthetic. They market themselves as like being the most diverse people in manga. So there's that. And I met like I think I met all their heavy hitters at the convention, and I gave them all my cards. So I am sure they all know about me now, or at least they know that I exist. So, and then they're gonna forget. Like they probably forgotten about me already. I mean, that's what I usually hope. Literally every time I meet somebody, I'm like, oh wow, I hope they forget about me. Like, so just because if I'm ever a jerk to them, they'll just like not remember or whatever. But I don't think I would ever want to like have a publisher. It's like having a pub. Like I feel like having a. I want to believe that having a publisher in like the manga space is like kind of similar to like having a publisher in the indie space, where you really don't need it. In fact, I was watching a video about like being an indie developer, and it really feels like Steam like is Steam really what should we call it? They do better promotion. There's like better like promotion opportunities for games than there are for comics, and that's a very interesting thing. That's very interesting to me. It's just something that I'm picking up. But I am going to another festival, a street market like this Saturday, called the Black Vegan Street Market. Man, this is so weird though. I mean, I think like the reason why I like stopped going on Twitch was because it was I thought it would be like a good way for me to like gather more people or just like gather more people, I suppose, to stop by and like look at the comics or just or whatnot. But I forgot how nearly impossible it feels to like do anything on Twitch, you know, or at least be seen on Twitch. It's bizarre. It's heckin' bizarre. I don't know. It's just like video content. It's just not where is not where I need to be, or it just doesn't like Sadly, Twitch is worse at promoting them as than Twitter or YouTube. Yeah. Oh yeah. I also met a guy on Kick. Whatever. I tried to kick a little bit. I met a guy on Kick. Um. Yeah, he's French, and he offered to translate one of my comics into French, and he took my money and ran. So that was cool. He's making his own comics now. Yeah, that's what essentially it is. I think he was like working on it for a bit, and then he was like working on schoolwork, and then he just stopped working on it entirely. Did did you not have the rest of his socials? No, I still have his socials. I still have his Discord. I still have his like Instagram. He just does not respond to me at all. He just ghosts me. And I'm like, well, heck. That is unfortunate. I really don't know what to do now. Like I just decided to like let it slide for now until I know what to exactly do. Cuz I'm like that's some silly billy nonsense. But hey, I wouldn't have done that. Scamming is kind of cringe. But that's just my opinion, bro. Even though I know it's all you didn't have the best experience there, but Fiverr has some translators. Yeah, that is true. I was thinking about it though. I'd say like even if I did have it translated, I really wouldn't know where to publish it though, and how successful I would be with translating it. Like, where would I go to like to like post comics that's in a different language? Like, where would I go from there? Probably Facebook. It's true. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But will the Japanese be willing to read the panels the right way? That is the real question. The right. Wait, hold up. I got distracted. I asked that question many times and I still don't really have an answer. Hey, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I guess. Hmm. Thinking emoji. Okay. Okay. I guess. Yeah, I guess that would be very. That would be the place where I would go. Oh yeah, freaking! I need to utilize AI real quick because I am pretty bad with a architecture, architect, architecture. Yeah, that's the word. With the last call it, the last update of this series, I did do a oh, actually, I think I've been using AI as a tool for like a lot of these backgrounds. Let's see. But I'm trying to figure out. They're walking down They're walking down steps from the main. What's happening over here is that they're walking down steps from the main thing. From the library. In the library. Let me pull up a picture from like an exterior of the library that happened last time. They had in the beginning. Okay, so that's the visual language that I'm going with first. I like doing everything on when I don't know anything about a composition, I like doing grids. Grids are a good cheat, bro. And from this grid, I want the text to be. I guess I'll add another thing. Actually, I'll put this as make this green. Make this stuff green. Green the color of green the color of dreams. Um, I want text to be up here. Top row to be just text. Focal points to be over here. Little child over here. And the little girl over here. The little rabbit. Little anthropomorphized bunny over there. Yeah, so we're starting with this. And I guess I will go with the I don't care about perspective right now. I'm more interested in the character placement. So what are you good at? You shouldn't do that. What do you mean? Uh, you know what I mean. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, you can't do what you want. That's what's going on in these like dial speech bubbles. Okay. Since it reads left to right, I can try. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's like you can't do that. What do you mean? Like doing you can't manipulate people to do what you want. And then she's like, oh yeah, I guess I don't know what you mean. But I feel like there needs to be okay. I can try. I can make them smaller because I do want this to be like a little bit of a quasi establishing shot. Hmm. Okay. And I want the library to be like around here. Or they can just walk on a pathway. That's like over here. The sister and the rabbit. My sister's over there. This is what happens when you don't have proper whatchamacallit. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is a library in the forest. So I'm thinking, since I want there to be like a pathway. Actually, I don't need this. What would be like a landmark? To doing back. I did not have this thing situated when I had an idea, but I didn't really. Unfortunately, I didn't really process this as well as I should have. Or here we go. This area right here can just be dedicated to like the background. This part specifically to like a hint. Hmm. Okay, I got an idea. Okay, library. And like you would see something about the sun over here, like the waterfall. Okay, so there we go. You would see this is a pathway right here. And on this pathway, you would see character 1. And you would see like character 2. Maybe they're like further along. Uh-oh. Darn it! Dimma, darn it. I had a good idea and I accidentally deleted the bottom panel. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Awesome. Now that I have everything like that. Like Leonardo AI has done a really cool job of just composition And that's an amazing thing. I think with this position, we would see like part of the sun library. You would see the waterfall, which would be a pretty good visual landmark right next to like the sun with the like the visual design of the library over here. And there's like just the trees going up in the background. But I want to have that I really like the look of it just swooping down. Like it's a very hilly terrain. Like I guess I want the feel of it being like a long walk. Like the terrain is uneven, or you would see like trees or grass or something. So like all this part, everything over here would just be like dead space. Dead weight, dead space, dead a lot of things. You see the trees, a lot of shrubberies. And a lot of everything's. But one thing that's consistent is as soon as it gets closer, I feel like that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I guess I can draw like Sarah, like over here, her sister over here, and their sister over here. That could be a way. And then they would have like the speech bubbles either over here or whatever. But there would be like a lot of dead space over here, which I could probably break over here. So she can be like, okay, so I want them to like leave the forest and into. I forgot what they call it though. It's like a town or market or a square. What was it? Like a town. They call it somebody. Is there like a is like a is a town square called anything specifically? I think it's just a town square. Yeah. You know, like in cities where you have like people just meeting up, where you just have like people meeting. Yeah, yeah, I think it's called a town square. Okay. With yeah, I think it's called Town Square. And I want them to keep talking. As they go over here. Because the background has shifted. They have like streets and whatnot. Just making up the city as it goes. But I want to convey that they're leaving like the forest terrain. Oh yeah, some shrubberies going on here. Or maybe a split pathway. Because I can. I am the architect. I am the alpha. Have you guys seen that video? What was it? It was like a kid going like, I am the alpha. The alpha doesn't have to listen to the teacher. And then the teacher's like, well, well that sucks. Because that's not how this system works. That's a funny one. I gotta see if I can find it. Oh, I found it. As all good things come from TikTok, obviously. Let's see if I can snapshot, like, show it. Here it is. I was playing music, playing classical in the background. Give me a sec. To find this freaking... There it is. This is the video. If it will play... Nah, I guess it won't. Oh, I guess it's because, like, is there a reason why it's not playing? I hate... hate this. Let me guess. I guess it doesn't support Firefox anymore. I don't know why. Man, you gotta love YouTube, guys. Whatever, I'll just post it. Post the freaking shorts link in the thing. Because nothing can go right anymore. I can't put my glasses on. Nothing will be wrong. This was it. Put your glasses on. Nothing will be wrong. I should probably save. Work. It's not singing again. Oh yeah, I wanted to like freaking stop anyway. I wanted to stream for an hour to see like if I would get like new people or different people in the thing. So I guess Twitch will have to favor me some other day, or maybe streaming ain't the way for me. But you take care, Sketch. You absolutely take care. Put your glasses on. Nothing will be wrong. There's no pain, there's no play. It's up to you. What was I doing again? There we go. I can't. I can't get it all. Tell me why. Tell me why. Okay, cool. This is good. For a sketch. Let me save as page 12. And delete that. Gone, gone, gone. For the people who are just tuning in, I'm sorry, but I am drawing all I'm just drawing spoilers. But yep.